So for FFY 2020, GOHS grant awards to a single grantee will not be less than $10,000 nor more than $300,000. So make sure your applications fall within that range. Awarded grants, this is important. It's actually in bold and I've got it highlighted on my paper here. Awarded grants must be willing to submit progress reports and claims every month. Okay, so you will submit 12 progress reports and 12 claims. You must be willing to do that to be awarded a grant. The due date, which I know you'll hear at least 3 more times today, is Friday, April 26th by 11:59 p.m. 23:59 if you don't know what 11:59 is. All right, Friday, April 26th, 11:59 p.m. All right, let's move on. Grant terms and conditions. Again, I'm not going to go through all these. If I did, then it'd be a long, boring morning. Anyway, so number 5, allowable costs. Payment for costs incurred shall be on a reimbursable basis. All GOHS grants are reimbursable, which means your agency upfronts the purchase and then you file those claims for reimbursement on a monthly basis and you'll get the money reimbursed back to your agency. Down unallowable costs. Promotional incentive type items are not allowed. Court time is not allowed. Overtime, GOHS has a practice of not reimbursing for overtime. All right, number 12, general cost of government. In other words, it's called supplanting. If you have a project up and running now, GOHS cannot come in and start covering the cost of that project. So this should be a new project. If you have people employed by your agency now and you're asking for personnel, it's got to be somebody new hired, or the agency has to backfill the position. Does that make sense? So if you have 20 employees, you're asking for one person on the project, your staffing level will go up to 21. That makes sense? Okay. All right, project implementation. If awarded, you must get the project up and running within the first quarter of the grant, first 90 days. The grant year starts October 1st, so by December 31st, you should have the project up and running. Number 14, you do have the ability to do modifications and budget revisions. So if you, what are we in March now? You get a quote on radars and it's $2,000, but come October 1st, those radars are $2,500. You will be able to do an amendment to move money around to find that other $500. So just because you submit it now doesn't mean you're stuck with it come October 1st. Number 16, procurement standards. If any item in your budget is $5,000 or more, you need to attach your procurement policy within the application. So this is something new that we're having to ask you to attach in there. So if any item is $5,000 or more in your budget, you need to attach your agency or organization procurement policy. If you don't have one, state in there that you follow the state procurement policy. All right, number 17, again, you must be willing to submit progress reports and claims on a monthly basis. Number 21, observance of National Safety Weeks. Click it or ticket, drive sober, get pulled over, National CPS Week, so forth. All right, travel, there is a budget category of travel in your budget. Just throwing this out there, if you do put travel in there, say to go to an out-of-state conference, you must submit a travel request as well, but that will be after the grant is awarded. But I throw that out there now because if you have a conference October 15th, you may not get the award letter till September 28th. Just know October 1st, you need to submit that travel request. Okay, so it needs to be done pretty quick. Number 33, Buy America Act. Any item that's in your budget should comply with the Buy America Act, and it's written there, number 33. Number 37, record retention. All grant documents, invoices, claims, any activity that you do, you need to keep those records available for 4 years for us. Us or NHTSA actually could come out and review the paperwork. After 4 years, you can shred it. Number 44, specialized equipment, occupant protection device purchases. If you have radar, laser, alka sensors, PBTs, whatever you want to call them, they must be certified by the state. So law enforcement, there is a list out there that the GBI, I believe, puts out that items are certified to be used within the state of Georgia. So if you don't have that list, let us know and we'll make sure we get it to you. Child restraints, child safety restraints has to meet the federal motor vehicle safety standards, and excuse me, bicycle helmets have to meet the Consumer Product Safety Commission. Any questions on grant terms and conditions? You've got them. Make sure you're familiar with them. And if you have any questions, let us know later.